All right, welcome to the Comedy Fight Club podcast on iTunes. I'm the commissioner of Comedy Fight Club, Matt Marin, with the mascot of Comedy Fight Club.
Yo, Christopher Crespo. What up, bitches?
Yeah, it's our first Comedy Fight Club that we streamed on Gas Digital. It's our first Comedy Fight Club podcast, and it was the 3-year anniversary of Comedy Fight Club.
Damn, 3 years.
September 11th, 2015 was the first ever Comedy Fight Club.
Yeah, where you and me, we were main event.
Yeah, me and Chris main evented. Did you do the retarded cousin joke about me? I think so.
Don't think so. I think that was later on.
I remember we went to overtime and I lost because I said your hands look like the Twin Towers did on 9/11 and nobody liked it.
Yeah. That was when we decided I was the top and he was the bottom after that fight.
But yeah, we did for the anniversary show. We pulled out all the stops. We had a great lineup of battles. A lot of people who are listening to this probably fans of Roastmasters, so you'll recognize a lot of the names. Our opening battle was Catherine Zinni versus Chloe McGovern.
Yeah, that was, oh my god.
They both main evented a Roastmaster, and a lot of the battles we had were main event caliber battles.
Well, not all, but
not all of them.
We have a few people that are like, no, you stay outside.
But we had, the main event was Drew Drevyanko is our champion. He did one Roastmasters battle.
Yeah, Drew's great. I like Drew. I think he's great. He's a great writer. And we had Dan Wicks versing him.
It was Drew Drevyanko, the champion, defending the title against Dan Wicks. If you don't want to spoil, don't look at any of our social media. We posted pictures with the winner of the battle. But after you watch, you should look at our social media. At Comedy Fight NYC on Instagram and Twitter, we post the best jokes of every week. Yeah. And we also, we're going to be on the Stand YouTube channel. Our videos will be shared there as well. Yeah. We also had what was the number one contenders match? Yoshika Watson versus Sean Finnerty.
Yeah, our homegirl versus Sean Finnerty.
Yeah, our homegirl versus Yoshika Watson. Sean's a regular Roastmaster. He was in the finals of the spring tournament. Yoshiko's done a few Roastmasters before, but she wasn't as established on Roastmasters as Sean was. But Yoshiko was a Comedy Fight Club champion.
Oh, yeah.
And is one of the best battlers that we have.
Yeah, Yoshiko's really great.
On the Gas Digital page for Comedy Fight Club, if you subscribe to Gas Digital with the promo code CFC, you'll get a 14-day free trial. And on the page, you'll be able to watch past Roastmasters episodes. Yeah. The account is still active. We're not streaming on Periscope anymore because we're going to be exclusive to Gas Digital. But if you subscribe to at Comedy Fight NYC on Periscope, you can watch our past fight clubs that we've had. This week's fight of the night was Jerry Martinez versus Mikey Mays. And I guess for new listeners, or like people new to Fight Club who watch Roastmasters, we are still at our old venue, Lucky Jack's. When the new Stand Comedy Club opens, we will be moving there. And for Big J, Rich Voss, I know Kim Condon and Eli Sayers reached out to me and said they'd like to judge. Right now, we have the audience applause as always pick the winner at Fight Club. Once we move to the Stand, if Big J and Voss want to be involved in the show, we'll find a way to have them judge, and maybe audience applause counts for part of the vote. But I'm not gonna not have Voss and Big J on the show.
Of course, we have to have them on, and we can do like a celebrity guest kind of thing.
We'll find a way to get them involved. The Fight Club format's a little bit different. I guess as you guys listen, you'll see it's a little bit different than the Roastmasters format. But yeah, we've been doing this for 3 years, and it's gotten every Roastmasters show I was going to every week was almost all Fight Club people.
Yeah, we were literally, there was a time where we literally just took over Roastmasters. All of our, I would go to the lineup, I was like, holy shit, this is everybody that we saw on Sunday and here on Tuesday.
Yeah, and I know Eli has told me he is going to be taking a break for a little while, so the Roastmasters Championship's being retired, and our champion is just taking over as the new champion, Drew Drevyanko. But other old Roastmasters favorites are people, I've reached out to everyone who was doing Roastmasters that hadn't come through Fight Club, and all JP McDade, Paul Hooper, Abby Rosenquist, Andrew Manning had done Fight Club a few times, but a lot of the top, Patrick Schroeder, they all want to be doing Fight Club still, and they will be doing Fight Club. And Zach Amico said he's down to do battles also. We have, I know on our our fan page at Comedy Fight Club on Facebook and the Twitter, we put up there's the new rankings. We have a full New York rankings that includes Fight Club and Roastmasters people. And everyone in there is someone who says they'll be battling once every 3 months so he can keep active fighters in the rankings. But there's other battlers who may not want to be that active but are still going to be active, so we'll still have a lot of the same elements and same people as Roastmasters, but we also want to do our thing.
Yeah. And that's the thing too, is like we're not Roastmasters, we're a completely different show.
So I guess people want to probably just listen to the show now. This is our first Comedy Fight Club on iTunes. It'll be released Saturday into Sunday, I believe. So if you are in New York City, Sunday night, and you're listening to this before Sunday night, September 16th, we have another live Comedy Fight Club. It's at Lucky Jack's Bar. Free show, free admission if you come live. It's every Sunday night. We start around 9:30, and the main event this coming tomorrow night, if you guys are listening, or tonight if you're listening Sunday morning, is Jill Wiener, who has done Roastmasters a bunch of times and was the first woman to ever hold the Comedy Fight Club championship.
Yeah, the coveted Comedy Fight Club belt that we did not buy at Walmart.
Yes.
At all. We handcrafted that belt through sheer will.
Did not tape over with random masking tape and write Comedy Fight Club Championship with the marker.
With permanent marker that won't wash off.
Yeah, it's Jill Wiener, former Fight Club champion, facing Dan Abraham. He was in the finals of our last tournament. We do a 32-person tournament every couple months. We've been doing it on a constant that as soon as one tournament ends, we start the new one. Dan made it to the finals of the last tournament, lost to Dan Wicks for the title shot that Dan's getting, but Dan Abraham's a great battler. He's facing Jill Wiener in the main event. Robbie Goodwin's on the show, Davidson Boswell, both of them have done Roastmasters before. Yeah. And we got a lot of other Fight Club people also who've killed it. So if you're in the city, come check us out.
Come on by.
And if you're not in New York City and you can't watch us live at gasdigitalnetwork.com, you can subscribe 14-day free trial with the promo code CFC, and we stream live every Tuesday night at 10:30 p.m.
Yeah.
And thank you guys for listening. Enjoy our 3-year anniversary show.
Yeah, 3-year anniversary show.
Tonight, happy anniversary, motherfucker! September 11, 2015, Matt Maron versus Chris Crespo main evented the first ever Comedy Fight Club. And 3 years later, we are part of the Free Stand-Up Festival, and we are debuting tonight on the Gas Digital Network. And tonight we're gonna tear the roof off this fucking place! Hearts will be broken, souls will be crushed, because we don't come here to make friends, we come here to fight! This is humiliation, this is brutality, anything goes, no holds barred, this is Comedy Fight Club! We got a great show in store for you tonight. Several former champions and some of the top-ranked battlers in New York City all in the lineup. We have a co-main event and main event tonight. The co-main event is a #1 contenders match next in line for the Comedy Fight Club Championship between Sean Finnerty and Yoshika Watson. And our main event is for the most prestigious prize in all of entertainment, the Comedy Fight Club Championship. Mascot, present the title. And this championship match will be between the winner of our last Comedy Fight Club tournament, Comedy Fight Club 17, outlasting 32 other competitors, number 1 contender, Dan Wicks. And the current Comedy Fight Club champion, Drevyanko. Now we're going to hear from your co-main event and main event competitors. Right now, give it up first in the number 1 contenders match. Give it up for Sean Finnerty! Sean challenged twice unsuccessfully thus far for the Comedy Fight Club Championship. 1 match away from another title shot. How you feeling going into this fight?
I feel great. You know, I have nothing but love for people from wherever the fuck she's from.
You have any particular strategy for Yoshika Watson tonight?
Yeah, I'll take it as a loss if she doesn't leave crying.
Guys, give it up for Sean Finnerty! And his opponent, former Comedy Fight Club champion, give it up for Yoshika Watson! Yoshika, 1 step closer to becoming the first ever 2-time Comedy Fight Club champion. How you feeling going into this fight?
I feel fat.
Do you have any strategy for your opponent, Sean Finnerty, planned tonight?
USA. USA.
Yoshika Watson! Let the USA chant sink in a little bit before walking away. And now it's time to meet our main event competitors. Up first, the challenger for the Comedy Fight Club Championship. Give it up for Dan Wicks! Dan, believe it or not, he's actually excited tonight. How you feeling going into this main event championship fight?
Excited.
You have any strategy for Drevyanko?
Not really. He's a nice dude. I just hope that we both have a good time, and I hope he does.
Always knowing how to hype up a main event. Give it up for Dan Wicks! And his opponent, give it up for your reigning, defending Comedy Fight Club champion, Drevyanko! Drew, how are you feeling going into your first title defense tonight against Dan Wicks?
Good. To prepare, I just talked to my houseplants for 20 minutes today.
And how do you feel about your opponent, Dan Wicks?
I think he's a swell guy and honestly a good joke writer, so I'm excited. This will be fun.
Don't say Drew! Now boo him! Drew, your Comedy Fight Club champion, Drevyanko! Thank you all for coming out tonight. Welcome to Comedy Fight Club, currently streaming on Periscope at Comedy Fight NYC and coming to you live from the CFC Arena. I am the official commissioner of Comedy Fight Club, the sleeveless wonder of the world, Matt Marin. And tonight is the last night we will be streaming on Periscope. Starting next week, we will be streaming exclusively on the Gas Digital Network. Louis J. Gomez, Mike Harrington here tonight. Give it up for everyone here from Gas Digital! You can subscribe using the promo code CFC, and even if you're not subscribed, the live streams will be on every Tuesday night at 10:30 for free. Live stream. That's what a live stream is. I know that. That's going to be on the Gas Digital Network. But the reason we have been on Periscope for the last 2 years, and the reason we will continue to be on Twitter and Instagram at Comedy Fight NYC, is because of our social media hipster, Nico Pavlovic. And now it's time to introduce the officials of Comedy Fight Club. Up first, the official bishop of Comedy Fight Club, the king of the bits, the one, the lonely, Andrew Casertano! Andrew, why do you always dress like you're on your way to Lamaze class? Andrew does a lot of characters on stage. The only impression he can't do is of a guy that any girl wants to sleep with. Andrew is worse with women than Justin Lanza is with Jews. That's right, it's our spirit animal, the always hype Justin Lanza! Justin, you anti-Semitic lumberjack. You look like you think The Diary of Anne Frank is an erotic novel. Yeah, Justin, actually, I found out he's a Holocaust denier. I asked him how he could deny the Holocaust. He said some things are just too good to be true. Yeah. Justin hates Jews more than Maddie Smith hates showering. It's the Duchess of Comedy Fight Club. Yo, Maddie Smith! Yeah. Maddie actually used to date Dan Wicks because apparently Dan didn't get his first choice on his Make-A-Wish. Maddie likes dating autistic men so much her Tinder profile is just a train emoji. Maddie, why do your tits look worse than Chris Crespo's hands? It's the mascot of Comedy Fight Club. Look, Ma, no hands, Chris Crespo! Chris, you look like a retarded child's drawing of a turkey. Chris is actually a great representation of our political system because both the right and left wing are fucked up. What do you guys say? Are you ready to see some fights tonight? No, I said, are you ready to see some fucking fights tonight? Let's get this started. Up first, we have an exhibition match scheduled for 2 30-second rounds. Introducing first, she looks like her favorite season of the year is pumpkin spice season, Catherine Zinni! And her opponent, the world's least sympathetic rape victim, Chloe McGovern! 30 seconds on the clock. This fight starts now.
Chloe's got an interesting retro look, like somebody stapled a second forehead on a Cabbage Patch doll. Chloe has a lot of cute nicknames for things. Like she calls dogs doggos, and when a guy doesn't text her back, she calls that getting raped. Chloe's a quarter Vietnamese, which makes sense because Asians are known for their tiny cunts.
Chloe McGovern.
Thank you, resting nurse face. It's true, I have been raped. You know, the thing you would remember if you were ever conscious after 9 p.m. If you recognize Catherine, you may have seen her in police lineups for girls in cat costumes gone wild. Catherine lost her front tooth last year. Ian Hunt kept complaining he needed a tighter hole.
Fight Club is the winner of round 1. Catherine Zinni. Or is the winner of round 1 Chloe McGovern? Winner round 1, Catherine Zinni! 30 seconds on the clock. Round 2 starts now.
Somebody call Make-A-Wish, please. Catherine has scoliosis. So tragic. Bending over is a disease that just comes naturally to her. Catherine, how are you so boring and so mentally ill at the same time? You look like you make your own rosé by mixing white wine with drops of your own blood. I don't know, fucking. Catherine is short for cat, which makes sense because her pussy is a mouthful.
Cat is short for Catherine, not the other way around. Catherine Zinni.
Chloe's body is a 6, but her personality is a 9/11. Very bad. Chloe likes to claim she grew up poor, but she had enough money to afford that car she got a DUI in. So how did that happen? Chloe is sober already because she drank so much as a fetus. She's over it by now. One more. All right. Like I said, Chloe is sober, so please do your part in keeping her away from bars and also the M&M store because dogs can't eat chocolate.
Fight Club is the winner of round 2. Chloe McGovern. Or is the winner of round 2 Catherine Zinni? Winner of round 2, winner of this fight, Catherine Zinni! Your next fight. Introducing first, he has a tragic deformity and a really small hand. He's gay and has a really small hand. Conor Gregan! And his opponent looks like his personality test came back negative. Conor McCausland! 30 seconds on the clock. This fight starts now.
Okay, so Connor and I actually have a lot in common. We have the same name, we both have twin brothers, and we both had beards. Mine is red, and his was Blair Dawson. Now, Connor grew up religious, but he left the church when the priest who jerked off in front of him didn't text him back, so... Okay, so Connor got a pink eye from eating ass, and the worst part about that is realizing that his twin brother doesn't wipe, so... Now I could call Connor gay, but I won't. His mom does that enough.
Yeah, that's the sound of a Gas Digital chat asking who the fuck is Blair Dawson. Conor McCausland.
Please give Connor a hand, please. Somebody, anybody. I can't look at that thing. I can't. Thank you for leaving your jar of formaldehyde to be here. Connor had a lot of complications coming out of his mom's vagina. Connor is a fag, which we all know is short for failed at gym.
Fight Club is the winner of round 1, Connor Cregan. Or is the winner of round 1, Connor McCausland? Winner round 1, Connor McCausland. 30 seconds on the clock. Round 2 starts now.
Give it up for Freddie Mercury poisoning. What can I say about Connor that hasn't already been drunkenly screamed by his father at Thanksgiving? You look like a guy that Jeffrey Dahmer would put in the friend zone. Connor spends a lot of time at the farmer's market. He feels really at home among the other deformed fruits.
Connor Cregan.
All right, thank you, you human life is good t-shirt. Okay. This fight is actually easy for Connor. The last time he made fun of another Connor for being gay was this morning when he looked in the mirror. Seriously, you look like you got kicked out of a conversion therapy camp for being too smiley. Okay. Let's see. Connor, you're what happens when a Cliff Bar and a vape pen have a baby.
This actually looks like a conversion camp that only worked for one of them. Fight Club is the winner of round 2, Connor McCausland. Or is the winner of round 2, Connor Cregan. Winner of round 2, winner of this fight, Connor McCausland. Your next fight, introducing first, he looks like a Marine fucked an Oompa Loompa, Patrick Haggerty! And his opponent looks like he eats tapioca with a side of cocaine, Mike Kramer! Get out of my way! 30 seconds on the clock. This fight starts now.
Michael Richards Cosmo Kramer. The new Yeller and Screamer of Comedy Fight Club. Well, you got an awful lot to learn, buddy boy. Like maybe don't be so fucking stupid. Like wearing a KKK hood in October. Don't you know you're not supposed to wear white after Labor Day? You fool, look what you've done to me!
Michael Kramer.
Patrick has a T-shirt that says Cornell on it. It has nothing to do with college. Patrick has a souvenir T-shirt with the name of every black man who think he sucked on it. Who's fucking, hey, Abdul. Whoa, whoa. Hey, Malcolm. Whoa, whoa. Hey, Kareem. Oh, oh, oh. Hey, fuck me. Fuck you! Fuck you! Fuck you! Fuck you! Fucking Patrick middle initial is J. This J stands for piece of shit! Piece of shit! You piece of shit!
Fight Club is the winner of round 1, Patrick Haggerty. Or is the winner of round 1, Michael Kramer? Close. Barely. Winner of round 1, Michael Kramer! 30 seconds on the clock. Round 2 starts now.
I saw a picture of Patrick with nine other Staten Island comedians in the backyard of a home in Staten Island. I thought, shut the fuck up! Shut up! I'm fucking telling jokes up here! Shut the fuck up! I'm trying to roast a piece of fucking Irish shite! You piece of Irish shite! Fucking put the table like that. I like it like that. I saw a picture of you with 9 other Staten Island comedians. Fuck you! Fuck you! Fuck you! Suck my dick! You fucking piece of shit! You know, you're not an asshole, and you're not a pussy. You're Taint Patrick.
Patrick Haggerty.
Michael Kramer. Oh, hello, Michael Kramer! I must have fought you, Michael Kramer. Michael Kramer, more like Michael Lame Turd. Man, has it really been 3 years? You know, Comedy Fight Club has done a lot of great things for me. I remember the first time I did Comedy Fight Club. It was against Catherine Zini, but you're definitely not her because she's really pretty and her hair smells nice. Remember that old classic? I sure do. You know, Michael, you're a piece of shit. Oh, I'm sorry. I remember the first time I did Comedy Fight Club. It was against Catherine Zini. Hey, Michael, are you gay? Oh, Michael 3 years Kramer. That's what they call him because he's a fucking asshole. Fuck, fuck, fuck. All right.
Sometimes it's not a very strict 30-second round, guys. Fight Club is the winner of round 2, Michael Kramer. Or is the winner of round 2, Patrick Haggerty. We are going to pick a winner for this fight in sudden death overtime. One joke apiece. Overtime starts now.
I saw a picture of Patrick with 9 other Staten Island comedians in the backyard of a home in Staten Island. I thought Staten Island cleaned up all the fucking toxic waste sites there. You piece of shit. It was like 9 male comics and Pauline Murphy. So, I mean, you know, all 10 comics had dicks.
Patrick Haggerty.
Michael Kramer is a flat earther. Oh, I'm sorry. What I meant to say was Michael Kramer is a bad father. I miss you, Daddy. I miss you. Come back to me. I love you. I love you, Papa. Papa. I love you, Papa. Oh, Papa. I love you, Papa. Papa. Eat my ball. Eat my ball. Eat my ball. Eat my ball. 1-800 eat my ball.
Fight Club is the winner of this fight. Michael Kramer? Or is the winner of this fight Patrick Haggerty? Winner, Patrick Haggerty! Your next fight. Introducing first, if Irish eyes are smiling, they must not be looking at her, Katie Boyle! And her opponent looks like he smells his fingers after washing his ass, Tiago Lima! 30 seconds on the clock. This fight starts now.
Tiago goes by 3 names. His mother calls him Tiago and his father calls him Macklin, but they both agree on calling him a mistake. Macklin is actually an Irish name that translates to son of, so his full name is Tiago Macklin Cunt. He has an indented chest, which actually was really handy for his father because he used it as an ashtray.
Tiago Macklin Lima.
Katie is from Ireland, where the sheep are scared and the cows are Katie. Katie says she's never even smoked weed, which explains why she's single, because not even an autistic open micer is interested in a chubby square. As a boring straight edge, Katie's version of the Irish goodbye is leaving a party no one knew she was at in the first place.
Fight Club is the winner of round 1. Katie Boyle? Or is the winner of round 1 Tiago Macklin? Winner round 1, Tiago Macklin. 30 seconds on the clock. Round 2 starts now.
Katie's dad is a police officer who shot the family cat because no Irish cop can watch his daughter cuddle something black. Katie actually dated a black guy when she first moved here, but she got dumped because black people hate bland potato salad. That's true. All right. In Ireland, there's no word to describe Katie's personality because cunt is an inoffensive term.
Katie Boyle.
He's actually from Brazil, where at the moment they're trying to ban whale hunting, which he's really in support of because when he goes over to Brazil, he doesn't want them to hunt his wife. I don't know if you guys watch the news, but I started watching it for this. Anyway, Brazil's presidential candidate, he's like a dictator, so they stabbed him to save democracy, which someone should do to Tiago to save comedy. When his wife brings him to, she actually works in Chanel, so she goes to all these fancy parties and she brings him and she has to keep correcting people and be like, no, he's my husband, not a coke dealer.
Fight Club is the winner of round 2. Tiago Macklin. Or is the winner of round 2 Katie Boyle? Oh, spirit animal. Tell me what time it is.
It's time for sudden death.
One joke apiece. Sudden death overtime starts now.
Okay. Woo! I don't know whether to do the news one or to do the other one. Anyway, when Tiago performs, there's usually another guy on stage with him with a hand up his arse. Oh, damn it. Can I do the news one?
Tiago Macklin.
Katie is a babysitter because as a Catholic, there's nothing she loves than keeping kids quiet. It's a caping.
Fight Club spoken. We're going to double overtime. Or we can edit and just cut it out and say this is overtime. One joke apiece. Double overtime starts now.
Katie, in preparation for this, Katie told me her favorite hobby is walking.
Katie Boyle.
Okay, seriously, guys, do you watch the news? Because I wanted to burn Tiago like his country's national museum. It just went on fire and they lost all of their shit. I am.
No, literally no one knows how to read here. Okay?
Fight Club is the winner of this fight. Tiago Macklin. Or is the winner of this fight Katie Boyle? Winner, Tiago Macklin. Your next fight. Introducing first. She looks like an art teacher who gets rejected by the kids she tried to fuck. Mia Faith Hammond! And her opponent looks like a sexist turtle. Nate Alexander! 30 seconds on the clock. This fight starts now.
Mia is a 20-year-old virgin with Crohn's disease because nothing turns a man on more than a colostomy bag. The punchlines in Mia's act are like the men in her love life. She just can't get one to sink in. Yeah. Hey, everybody, I got a couple of riddles for you. What's the difference between a dick and a bus? Mia knows how it feels to ride a bus. What's the difference between Mia and a gay bar? Mia's ex-boyfriend has been inside a gay bar.
Sometimes all you need is one. Mia Faith Hammond.
Oh, hey, Xander. So crazy running into you like this. I was wondering, you want to go to prom with me? Nah, you're probably already going with your inflatable daughter. Here's the thing, Nate actually has a real daughter. That's true. I've seen pictures of her. I don't want to say that your daughter's not pretty, but I do want to say that she's hideous. Oh, man. I mean, he didn't name her Nate Alexander Jr. for no reason. Nate's daughter looks like she's about 4 years old, which means Nate's getting ready to give her the old sex talk. Nate's sex talk is just, if it talks, have sex with it.
Fight Club is the winner of round 1. Nate Alexander? Or is the winner of round 1 Mia Faith Hammond? Winner round 1, Mia Faith Hammond! 30 seconds on the clock. Round 2 starts now.
Nate once tried to buy one of my jokes from me. So I immediately threw it out. But then I thought, why not make a profit off of this? So I wrote some jokes in Nate's voice that he is more than welcome to have. See, here we go. I once shot an elephant in my pajamas. How I could ever shoot my fat fucking self. While I wear a onesie that says, "Don't wake me, I need my fat bald retard sleep." I'll never know. Some call their wife the old ball and chain, but I like to call her the old bald and plain. Because I am my own wife, there's no way anyone would ever marry me. I'm a fat bald retard. So I was approached by a talent scout, and he said, "Hey, I'm looking to cast a reboot of the Three Stooges, but instead of Larry, Curly, and Moe, it's fat, bald, and retarded. And you look right for all the parts." And then I said, "Wow, a reboot of something dated? Yeah, people like that." So.
Yeah, you forgot to completely bomb like Nate Alexander usually does, though. Nate Alexander.
Thank you, Pippi not fucking. Yeah. Yeah, at least my daughter knows who her father is. Yeah. 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 Mia's dad was actually a sitcom star. Yeah, he was in a show about Mia's life called How I Left Your Mother. Just to recap, Mia is an unemployed, diseased virgin bastard child. She doesn't work, study, cook, clean, or fuck. In fact, Mia is so useless. How useless is she? When she offered Crespo a tug, he said he preferred to do it himself.
You could tell when he told everyone to stop clapping for him how uncomfortable he was with actually doing well with jokes. Fight Club is the winner of round 2. Mia Faith Hammond. Or is the winner of round 2 Nate Alexander? This just became a men's rights activist meeting. We're going to pick a winner in sudden death overtime! One joke apiece. Overtime starts now.
All right. Mia is so frigid. The label on her panties says, "Wear in a cool, dry place."
It's felt like the full trajectory in response to Bill Cosby's career in one set. Mia Faith Hammond.
Yeah, Mia. Nate's eyebrows are quite the phenomenon. I mean, even Groucho Marx is like, dang, this guy's ruining comedy and should kill himself.
I feel like you guys got hesitant because you think you might actually do it. Fight Club is the winner of this fight. Nate Alexander. Or is the winner of this fight Mia Faith Hammond? Winner, Mia Faith Hammond! And we're about halfway through. It's time for the halftime report with our spirit animal. Give it up for Justin Lanza!
Woo. How you guys doing? You guys having fun? Woo! This is a wild one. I think my favorite part was at the end when everybody was really when Nate really my favorite part was at the end when Nate really got everybody going with his one joke and he started looking around like, is this a dream? And then the bomb went off and he's like, oh no. It must be real. Tiago and Katie, proving that CFC is an international affiliation. We've got the Irish versus someone from the Isle of the Gays. Oh. Kramer and Haggerty. I think my favorite part was after after telling the crowd to suck your balls for 5 minutes and killing, just trying to throw a quick pun out there with St. Patrick. It's like, no, this one's real good. Chloe and Catherine. I like watching these two fight. It's like watching a fight between a mall elf and an elf from a Christmas-themed pornography. And I love saying that because both of them get to go home thinking like, well, I'm not the mall elf. You guys have been great. Keep going for Matt Marin.
The spirit animal, Justin Lanza! And up next, we have another exhibition fight. Two former Comedy Fight Club champions facing off, scheduled for 2 30-second rounds. Introducing first, he looks like he gets friend-zoned by sex robots, David Spector! And his opponent looks like a fry cook with Parkinson's, Anthony Passaretti! 30 seconds on the clock. This fight starts now.
Anthony is such a stereotypical Italian. His favorite red sauce is his mother's period blood. Yeah, feminist. You're my favorite WAP comedian. WAP stands for Without Punchlines. All right. Anthony's a cafeteria Catholic because he sees the face of God every time he's near a buffet. I thought you'd weigh more.
Anthony Passeretti.
David is a former champion. I'm surprised he couldn't hold on to the belt considering the grip autistic people have. When I first started comedy, the only thing I knew about David was he might have herpes. And now 2 long years later and after a week of research, it is still the only thing I know about him. I asked a bunch of other comedians if they knew anything about him. A bunch texted back just no. A couple of people said autism, and then one said, fuck him, he's so boring, give the people what they want and say AIDS.
Fight Club is the winner of round 1. David Spector? Or is the winner of round 1 Anthony Passeretti? Winner of round 1, Anthony Passeretti! 30 seconds on the clock. Round 2 starts now.
You look like you were the mean kid in your Hebrew school class. David is from Long Island, and he still carries on their proud tradition of yelling the N-word while watching the Jets. David told me he dates his girlfriend on and off, which has to be the nicest way to say between outbreaks. David is a tour guide. I looked up online one of the reviews of his tours. It went, this guy knew everything about the city, like too much. It was weird. He kept counting the windows of the buildings, and he had this weird thing on his lip. Oh, Matt says say AIDS again.
I didn't say Matt says say it again. David Spector.
Thank you, famous original rapes. If I'm a... If I seem a little nervous, it's because Anthony's a bit of a celebrity. He's the actually the virgin that extra virgin olive oil is extracted from. I haven't seen such a rat-faced Italian since Chuck E. Cheese. AIDS.
The show's come a long way since these two were our champions, guys. Fight Club is the winner of round 2. All right, I'm glad someone's enjoying it. Fight Club is the winner of round 2. Anthony Passeretti? Or is the winner of round 2 David Spector? All right, we are going to pick a winner in sudden death overtime. 1 joke apiece. Overtime starts now.
All right, Anthony, somebody told me you were bald for this joke. So Anthony used to play football, but he quit when he got a hairline fracture. I hope you quit comedy now that you have a fractured hairline.
You could have... No, he doesn't. You could have said that joke. Like, what? What the? All right. You are autistic. Like, Anthony Passeretti.
Tomorrow is the Jewish New Year. David's resolution is to make somehow less eye contact.
I guess it's time to pick a winner. Pick who you like more. I don't care. Fight Club is the winner of this fight. David Spector? Or is the winner of this fight Anthony Passeretti? Winner, Anthony Passeretti! Your next fight. Introducing first, he disappoints his Muslim parents by only fucking pigs. Bassel alum! And his opponent, if she had a mood ring, it would always be set to cunt. Sabrina Piper! 30 seconds on the clock. This fight starts now.
Hey, Bassel, which hurt more? Was it your dad passing away when you were 8 or all the times that when Alex Engelbert used to peg you? Bassel's body is a 5, his face is a 6, and his dad never got to see him be 9. Bassel was in a frat in college, but someone should have told him that gaining 100 brothers still won't replace his dead dad.
By the way, happy 9/11 to you. Yeah. And she's Jewish, so I guess kind of you too. Bassel alum.
Yeah, it's true. I have a dead dad. So does Sabrina. Mine died of a heart attack when I was 8. Her dad died of a heart attack on her prom night when she brought home a black guy. Anyway, yeah, give it up for Sabrina, the teenage. Which nose should I buy for my sweet 16? Let's also give it up for those dope-ass titties and... Sabrina's tits are so big, her cup size isn't. Are you sure you should be doing comedy? All right. Boy. Yeah, Sabrina is such a drunk slut that there's a drink named after her. Here's how you make it. You take a bottle of Bacardi 151 and you chug it while you're pregnant.
Fight Club is the winner of round 1, Sabrina Piper. Or is the winner of round 1, Bassel alum. Winner round 1, Bassel alum. 30 seconds on the clock. Round 2 starts now.
I assume my dog will come up, but Sabrina has a lot of common with my dog. You only have to tell them once to roll over. Sabrina used to be fat, but she lost 30 pounds by switching to a strict diet of eating shit on stage. Oh, boy. Sabrina was a child actor. Her biggest role was playing a fake dead kid in the Sandy Hook Massacre. If you Google her, Sabrina has a backstage profile, and on it, she lists one of her skills as trained hip-hop dancer. Sabrina, if you want black guys to be attracted to you, just go back to being a fat chick.
Sabrina Piper.
All right, 1, we will never make out again. No, whoa. No. Shut up. It's true. We made out one time. Bassel's Muslim, and I'm Jewish, but if our drunk makeout showed me anything, it's that there will never be peace in the Middle East. And maybe I need to go back to hooking up with real comics, right? You know, Bassel had to pass the bar exam once to get into law school, but he had to pass his local bar 3 times in a row to make sure his next victim didn't leave yet. Bassel's really not that bad of a guy. He actually took in a shelterless wild animal and gave him a place to call home. You really are Josh Palladini's personal ASPCA.
Fight Club is the winner of round 2. Bassel alum. Or is the winner of round 2 Sabrina Piper? I say let's do it. We're going to pick a winner in sudden death overtime. One joke apiece. Overtime starts now.
All right, so I also Googled Bassel because he wouldn't give me any info, and I found this great petition for him to quit comedy, so I printed it out so all of us can continue signing it. Thanks, David Spector.
My name's on the signing, by the way. I remember when we did that. That was fun. It didn't work. Bassel alum.
Oh boy, never forget. Let's see. Sabrina runs a comedy show called Pop Your Cherry, which is named after her favorite memory with her father.
Fight Club is the winner of this fight. Sabrina Piper? Or is the winner of this fight Bassel alum? Winner, Bassel alum! But also one more time for the dope ass titties. Your next fight. Introducing first, it's another former Comedy Fight Club champion. Looks like he tries to poach customers outside of a muffler shop. Jerry Martinez! And his opponent looks like a crossing guard who dances as he gives directions. Mikey Mays! 30 seconds on the clock. This fight starts now.
All right, let's do this, you human heroin needle. You look like you do drugs they don't make anymore. Jerry is half Puerto Rican and half Italian, which basically means he's Mexican. When he was younger, he fell in love with his probation officer. It was kind of cute, actually. He got her one of those rings that you get from a gumball machine, and she got him an ankle bracelet. It was dope. He was like, "I love you." She was like, "You had me at parole."
Jerry Martinez.
Parole jokes from a black guy. You believe this shit? It was nice of you to borrow your little sister's jeans to be here tonight. Mikey's last name is Mays because he could never find his way out of the foster system. Mikey Mays. That actually sounds like a magician's name, which is fitting because you made your parents disappear. It looks like you gave up the vest for the leather jacket. You moved up in the Yo Sons of Anarchy.
Fight Club is the winner of round 1. Mikey Mays. Or is the winner of round 1 Jerry Martinez? Winner round 1, Jerry Martinez. 30 seconds on the clock. Round 2 starts now.
I actually ran into Mikey's father, and I knew it was his father because he had a vest too. And it said on the back, definitely not Mikey May's father. Oh, man, Mikey's adopted a very bad sense of style from Avril Lavigne. You white bastard. Mikey loves to play chess because it's the only time he gets to be black.
Mikey Mays.
Oh man, this is dope. If you were as good at being a father as you are writing roast jokes, your kids might actually know what you look like. You're the deadbeat father everyone thinks I had. Just look around for a second. This is all you have, and it's not even yours. Kind of like your first wife, huh, Jerry? You look like you steal money from family members. Yeah. Jerry is from Staten Island, and he feels like Staten Island doesn't get enough respect. And that's the type of bullshit that's why Jerry can't. I fucked that up.
It's like his dad. He almost did everything right. Fight Club is the winner of round 2. Jerry Martinez. Or is the winner of round 2 Mikey Mays? We got another one. We're going to overtime! One joke apiece. Overtime starts now.
Jerry is a walking Blink-182 tribute band. Except for him, all the small things are the little slits in his wrist.
Jerry Martinez.
Oh my God, it's Mikey Mays. I mean, like, Mikey just be on some, like, I don't, what? You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, Mikey, the Dominican Republic called, they want their lips back.
So next week there's a comedy fight club on Staten Island with Staten Island battlers. This is more of what you can expect from Staten Island. Yeah. Fight Club is the winner of this fight. Mikey Mays? Or is the winner of this fight Jerry Martinez? Winner, Jerry Martinez! And now it is time for the Duchess Speaks. Give it up for our Duchess, Maddie Smith!
Hey, clap it up for Matt Marin. Clap it up. Clap it up. Wow. What a fun night. You guys having a good time? Yeah? All right, this has been cool. I just want to say this has been awesome, a really great showcase. But the number one rule of comedy is don't tell people you made out with Bassel, okay? I don't know. Literally, he didn't even bring it up. And she's like, we're never making out again. And we're like, what? Yo, he got to make out with dope-ass titties? That's fucking awesome. I want to make out with Sabrina. That's cool, but not Bassel. Oh, just throw up in my mouth. Gross. Let's bring that petition back, you know what I mean? That was cool that Sabrina brought us Alex Engelbert. That's like a sick fucking reference, you know what I mean? We haven't seen her since I drove her out a year and a half ago. All right, bye, bitch. Bye. No, she's doing like really well. Okay, this has been so fun. How cool is this? Connor versus Connor. That was great. You guys still here? Is Connor McCausland here? Hi! Oh, that was like a fight between two camp counselors. It was great. And you're like the cool one who's like, you know what, Connor? I get so much pussy. And then in 10 years, you're like, you know what? I was always gay. Oh, that was cool. Oh, man, Patrick versus Mike Kramer. I just realized today, I don't even know where you came from. Like, who are you? You know, like, one day you just came and you started yelling. And we were like, yeah, the guy who yells, so it's pretty cool. For all we know, like, fucking Rikers Island could be looking for you, so we'll see what happens. Katie Boyle versus Tiago, that was cool. Why are you watching the news for a roast battle? You know what I mean? Like, the rule is to just call a dude gay. You know what I mean? You don't have to watch the news. Or you can make fun of someone's favorite hobby being walking. You know, like, it's so easy. That was crazy. Too much research. None of us know how to read. Okay, so let's talk about Nate Alexander. Where is he? Oh, no, he protested me. Go get him. No, just to go tell him to quit comedy. Okay, no, but that, I will say that was a really good fight between Mia and Nate Alexander's writers. So, super fun stuff. But I'd like to say I was actually on the Gas Digital stream while they were up there. And so I read some of the comments that came up while that happened. The first one said, "Why is my Uber driver on Roast Battle?" And then he said, I just gave him a 1-star rating. And then he said, this guy looks like he's wearing a Party City costume of Ronnie from the Jersey Shore. This is the internet, not me. And then the last one said, what a fag. Okay, it's crazy what you can find out there, you know what I mean? Good stuff, though. David Spector versus fucking Anthony. It's so weird. Every time people go against Anthony, they're always like, oh, I thought you'd be fat. It's so funny. Just like all of us thought those two would be funny. So sad. Next time, though. Bassel, what's up? Okay, cool. Jerry Martinez, where are you? Where'd he go? Oh, between everyone. Okay, no one here tell anyone this, but one time Jerry asked me out. And every time he does well, I'm like, Jerry, I see you. I obviously said, no, I'm not a fucking retard. Okay, give it up for everyone. Thank you.
The Duchess, Maddie Smith. Now, the reason she said no is because Jerry's not a retard. Now it is time for our co-main event of the evening. Number 1 contenders match scheduled for 2:45 second rounds. Introducing first, proof that not all men with accents are sexy, Sean Finnerty! And his opponent looks like a bored hooker, Yoshika Watson! 45 seconds on the clock. This fight starts now.
All right, keep it going for old Crouching Tiger, big on shagging over here. I was talking to my good friend Matt Marin before this roast battle. My good buddy Matt right here. We're very, very close. Keep me in mind for all future shows. And he said, are you going to make racist jokes about Yoshika? And I was like, how could I possibly make racist jokes about Yoshika? I don't even know which one of those chink countries she's from. And then he went further. Matt, you remember this, Matt, right? You were like, no, are you going to do like jokes about stereotypes? And I'm like, stereotypes don't even apply to her because Yoshika has a massive cock. Oh, only one more? All right. Can it be a two-parter? All right, okay. Well, and then Matt said to me, this was real interesting. Matt said to me, you know, Yoshika used to be bulimic. You could make jokes about that. And I was like, honestly, I don't think I should. It hits a little too close to home because, honestly, I'd want to get sick, too, if I'd just eaten my family pet. And then you remember, Matt, that was the exact point where you were like, dog joke, nice. And I had to explain to you, I was like, no, Matt, you got all wrong. That's not a joke about Asians eating dogs.
That's a joke about how Tamagotchis are hard to digest. Do you remember that?
Yeah. Nah. I remember that conversation. I remember telling you not to do the one joke that bombed. Yoshika Watson.
When Sean agreed to face me, he said, "Kay, he was trying to call me a chink, but he didn't have a chin." Sean looks like a face transplant that almost worked. Sean, you look like Maddie Smith's lower back. This fight looks like a math tutor helping out at summer school. Sean, if you carry the 2, you still have fetal alcohol syndrome. How do you look like a Nazi and the retard he was ordered to sterilize?
Fight Club is the winner of round 1. Sean Finnerty. Or is the winner of round 1 Yoshika Watson? Winner of round 1, Yoshika Watson! 45 seconds on the clock. Round 2 starts now.
I don't know whether I'd rather date Matt or Sean. I'm stuck between a rock and a hard face. Sean is such a rat-faced immigrant that America made a new agency called Mice. Sean calls his dick an Irish coffee because only sleepy alcoholics put it in their mouths. You look like a trans lunch lady named Debbie. This is the Statue of Liberty. Give us you're tired, you're poor, you're huddled. Oh, whoa, ew, ew.
The immigration that came to take her family was rice. Sean Finnerty.
All right, keep it going for old gangbang style over here. Yoshiko, quick, put those notes away before you try to turn them into a swan. Yoshiko's had so many dudes finish inside her that she calls her pussy House of the Rising Cum. Matt, actually, back to Matt, I appreciate the heads up on this one. This was really good to you. Good of you to say this to me. You told me, and I quote, I wrote it down just to make sure, that if I made a happy ending joke about Yoshiko, that she would find it misogynistic. Misogynistic? How about you massage this dick?
Fight Club is the winner of round 2, Yoshika Watson. Or is the winner of round 2, Sean Finnerty. This number 1 contenders match is going to sudden death overtime. One joke and or quote from me apiece. Overtime starts now.
All right. Okay. I was talking to future wrestling Hall of Famer and
co-producer of the Hand Jobs podcast, Matt Marin, earlier today. And he gave me a fun little bit of inside information. I found out that Yoshika is not actually her full name. Yoshika is actually short for Yoshika Massage This Dick!
I'm sorry I told him that. I know you told me in confidence, but Yoshika Watson.
Sean's mom tried to give him an Irish abortion by drowning him and his 12 siblings like a sack of kittens.
Only 9 survived.
Fight Club is the winner of this fight. Sean Finnerty. Or is the winner of this fight Yoshika Watson? Winner and new #1 contender to the Comedy Fight Club Championship, Sean Finnerty! And now we are going to find out who Sean will face, because it is time for the main event of the evening. And it is for the most prestigious prize in all of entertainment, the Comedy Fight Club Championship. Scheduled for 2 60-second rounds. Introducing first, the challenger. He looks like he hides under the bed every time he hears thunder. Dan Wicks! And his opponent is the Comedy Fight Club champion, who looks like a tree that gets bullied by all the other trees, Drevyanko! It's saying Drew. Shut the fuck up. 60 seconds on the clock. This main event championship fight starts now.
Fight Club started on the anniversary of 9/11, which explains why Drew's here, because he spends every day ruining the skyline. Drew is dating comedian Stuart Fullerton. I believe that a comic made you come, but I'm surprised that anime girls weren't on the cover. Dude, you look like Gumby's accountant. Really? Really? Dude, how do you look like both a fundamentalist Christian and the giant dildo he hides in his closet? All right. Drew told me he has asthma, which makes sense, because it's the only way Stuart could take his breath away.
This dude made fun of your breathing. Drew Drevyanko.
Dan was conceived when his dad came on a calculator. Dan tried Googling me before the show to get information, but he got nowhere because he couldn't convince Google that he wasn't a robot. Dan, we can switch sides if you want. The closest outlet's over here. I don't want you dying on me, okay? Dan's dad is a math teacher, and Dan's mom drank during pregnancy. Dan has a sister who's 3 years younger than him. Just imagine Dan with a wig and much smaller tits. Dan's sister is actually really hot. To see her, you just have to look through that hole in his bedroom wall. Dan loves playing Rock'em Sock'em Robots. You know, that's when he jerks off into a sock and, oh, sorry. Fuck, I fucked that up. Sorry. That's when he rocks back and forth, jerking off into a sock. Sorry.
Always good to fuck up the closer. Fight Club is the winner of round 1. Dan Wicks. Or is the winner of round 1, Drew Drevyanko? Winner of round 1, Drew Drevyanko! Both people tonight who fucked up their closers won that round, so I guess it's a new strategy. 60 seconds on the clock. Round 2 starts now.
Thank you, Special Ed Bundy. You look like you pick scabs on other people. When someone asks Dan to work clean, that just means they'd wish he'd wash his hair before the show. Dan, you've gained some weight recently. You're really putting the mayonnaise on your Asperger's. Dan's dad worked in the Twin Towers on 9/11. He was the only guy to come home, see his family, and wish he had worked overtime. During the day, Dan writes code, specifically zip codes of all the girls who have only liked him as a friend. Dan went through a breakup recently, of course, and it's a real shame that the hottest girl you'll ever fuck is Stephen Bowles.
Once again, shut the fuck up. Dan Wicks.
Drew works on Wall Street, but the only housing crisis he exacerbated was when he wouldn't pay for an abortion. All right. Drew is from the city of brotherly love. Ironically, because as a white banker who lives in Bushwick, brothers must fucking hate you. Drew got cut from his high school basketball team because he couldn't nail threes. So now he rapes fours. Drew is a rapey asshole who worked in who worked in a record store for years. He's really good at giving things the spins. Thank you. Drew's depression helps him with his rock music. So he doesn't even need a pedal to go, wah!
I never knew until now all I've wanted in my life is a Dan Wicks crying act out. Fight Club is the winner of round 2, Drew Drevyanko? Or is the winner of round 2, Dan Wicks? Oh, Fight Club, I need you to get hyped, spirit animal. Yeah. What's going to happen to this championship fight?
It's going into sudden death!
One joke apiece for the Comedy Fight Club Championship. Overtime starts now.
Drew never made it big as a rock musician, but is still huge and will therefore die an early death. He's gonna join the 6'27" club.
Drew Drevyanko.
Dan, how is it possible that you look like Chunk and Sloth from the Goonies? I'd ask you to do the truffle shuffle, but it's probably pretty tough with your hand in your pocket. I don't know.
Fight Club is the winner of this fight, Dan Wicks. Or is the winner of this fight Drew Drevyanko? Winner and new Comedy Fight Club champion, Dan Wicks! Dan, Comedy Fight Club champion, biggest moment of your life. How do you feel right now?
You guys are laughing, but I've been going for this for 2 years.
Your champion, Dan Wicks! And one more time, former champion, put on a great main event, Drew Drevyanko! Yeah, try chanting Drevyanko, fuckers. Now it's time for the bishop's address. Give it up for our bishop, Andrew Casertano!
Fuck yeah, dudes. Happy anniversary. 3 years of boys roasting boys. Girls roasting girls. Nice. All right. Sean versus Yoshika. Irish boy versus the former Comedy Fight Club champion from Cleveland, Ohio. This was a fight. Sean comes out here with this Irish accent. He sounds like he just got out of the bar, and then he roasts your bloody ass off, and you're like, what the hell just happened? I was just in the bar. Then Sean came out and roasted my whole family while drinking a beer. Now we all hate ourselves. Yeah, that's Sean Finnerty. He's a real comic. Get out of his way. All right. Dan versus Drew, a tall boy versus a smaller boy with a big-ass heart. Here's the thing. The tall boy also has a big belt and a girlfriend that he loves. Dan came in here with nothing but his little jokes, and he won. All right. Catherine versus Chloe, two cute girls who probably have boyfriends. They can not only roast you, but they'll probably break your heart unless you're a hunk. I'm a lonely boy. Please roast me. Tell me I'm lonely. All right. Connor versus Connor. Yeah, two Connor boys, bring them to me. I want them to meet my family. They both are so cute. They both just had a fight, but this time the straighter Connor won, so he gets the girl or he gets the boy. I don't know. Patrick versus Mike, pretty good fight. I like the styles in this one. How could you lose, Mike? Fuck you! You just had another black dick joke. Fuck you. All right. Tiago versus Katie. Another Irish comic blessing our stage here today, except she doesn't have a beer. She has a beautiful summer dress on, and she's ready to break your fucking hearts. Why did you leave me, Katie? I love beer. I'm 25% Irish, too. It could have worked out. She never dated me. All right. Yo, Mia versus Nate. Yo, this fight crossed the line, my dude. How could you talk about another man's daughter? David versus Anthony. David said Anthony's a stereotypical Italian boy. He likes his mother's period sauce. You should wash your filthy mouth out, boy. You come to my home, Bobby Bull's home, forget about it. All right. You don't talk about Italians like that. Fasal versus them dope ass titties. I wanted to watch these two make out again. Hell yeah. Jerry versus Mikey. Yo, this was a brawl, my dude. They took it to sudden death. Fuck yeah. That's it for me, guys. Thank you so much.
The Bishop, Andrew Casertano. And now it's time for the officials to vote on a fight of the night. Social media hipster, what's your pick for fight of the night? Jerry Martinez versus Mikey Mays. Mascot. Mike Kramer versus Patrick Haggerty. Spirit animal. Mia versus Nate. Kramer versus Haggerty. Mikey against Jerry. All right. Well, first I want to give a shout out Faisal Alam versus Sabrina Piper. And Yoshika Watson, Sean Finnery. Just because of how much I got mentioned in that one. Like, that's the way to my heart. But I'll break the tie. Jerry Martinez, Mikey Mays, Patrick Haggerty versus Mike Kramer. My favorite fight was Jerry Martinez versus Mikey Mays. Jerry Martinez, Mikey Mays, come on up here. Official Comedy Fight Club chocolate candies. Congratulations. I want to thank everyone from the Gas Digital Network, everyone who's going to be watching this live Tuesday night, 10:30 will be the live stream. Andrew Bayrov, everyone from the Free Stand-Up Festival. Next week, main event will be between Dan Abraham and the first woman to ever hold the Comedy Fight Club Championship, Jill Wiener. And somewhere down the line, we will have Sean Finnerty challenging Dan Wicks for the Comedy Fight Club Championship. Thank you to everyone in this room that has made Comedy Fight Club 3 years strong, beginning of a new era for us. Let's do it another 3 years. Have a good night.